Right, let's go. Mm. So I had an idea how to make the game more interesting. Like I think the player needs incentives to build. Potentially we can do that by having something. I want to keep it simple, you know, like keep the scope somewhat easy. So what if the goal in the game is for the player to kind of defend some kind of light from attackers, and the monsters, they get attracted to these lights and try to destroy them, something like that. A good thing about it is we don't need to load that many. We don't need to load that many squares in the chunks, which is good. So performance is going to be easier. Way easier. Yeah, so something I want to do is change the color of the ground. It doesn't make sense anymore, like it's such placeholder, the colors. I don't think I need it anymore. So I'll change that. Be right back. So I think this is in world generator. And get color from noise. So where do we call it? Colors, pushback. What could potentially be a good color, or do I want to use a texture here? Let's do, we can use a constant here called like ground color for now. Oh, hey guys, I missed the chat. Maybe it's not necessary to make explicit goal, just make light useful and monster attracted to lights. Make the actual super top goal more abstract and far. Oh yeah, most time player will care about sub goals like survival. Hey Speed, hey. Doing good, doing good. How are you doing? Rimworld and Victoria are examples. Your actual goal is very far away, and I actually never even try to achieve them as it isn't really fun. And what game is about anyway. Yeah, good point. Is there a way to... This should be a color value. Happy Saturday, guys. So there is an ad break now. I'll pause a bit. How do I create a brownish color? Yeah. So I was thinking about something a bit inspired by Path of Exile with it, like how to make the light useful. Potentially, like being in darkness could actually hurt you. So if the player would... oh, this is gonna crash, is it? Let's just give it some random color like 0, 1. Like very dark. Maybe some more of that color. What will that look like? Like, yeah, it hurts to go out in the darkness. So if you don't have a light source, somehow like it's gonna hurt to go out too far. Maybe. We'll see. Good as usual. Very sore from going to the gym the first time. Good job. Hmm. Maybe there should be some target location where you're heading. Like you need to get somewhere. Maybe there's a map. I'm trying to just brainstorm some ideas. Because I feel like at the moment the game is like there's no incentives to build anything. Why would you want to build? Why would you want a weapon? Okay, the monsters you can kill them, but why would you want to kill them? Hmm. I think it's cool that the monster's eyes are shining, though. Oh. I think today I'm just gonna hop around a lot without any clear goals. I want to maybe change the color of this character. I think it looks it doesn't really fit with the style doesn't fit with my idea of the game. I want it to be darker. Albedo. What is albedo? What combination of this makes yellow? Green. Okay, now we're talking. This is kind of brownish. Mouth. I think here we can reuse probably the same color. Oh, there we go. There's the material. We didn't have one. So now I can actually reuse. Maybe we can just have the same for the whole body. So save as monster body material. Looks way cooler. Material, quick load. Head, lower arm, okay. Left leg, mesh. Right leg, mesh. Maybe he should also get a second arm. I don't know. What does this feel like? If we get close to them. Yeah, this is better. Boom. Okay. Slightly terrifying. Good. What if they have, I'm gonna save this now. Git status, git add. Minor changes, no, darker. Making it darker. In a sense, there should be some symbolism here that they are darkness, I don't know, fighters. Maybe they should have like a big dark mouth or something. Okay, this material should not reflect. Is that possible? Shading. I think you should keep some sort of simple enemy like this, then expand on ideas. Yeah. That's the idea. Like, I want to create some, like, some basic game loop that is actually fun with, like, the bare minimum building blocks before starting to expand, I think. Metallic. Yes. There we go. So it's just a black hole. Mm. Maybe I'll make this smaller. 0.4. 0.4. Wait, what? I think there's some rotation to the mouth happening in one of the animations. Possibly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was intended earlier because I wanted them to look a bit angry. Idle mouth rotation. This doesn't. Okay, wait, there it does something. Yeah. So now if I go back here, they're all gonna be. Okay, so angry, this has the right rotation. So what if I go back to idle now? No, let's delete that one. Angry, idle. But idle doesn't even have a rotation now. Oh, they're just reset to nothing then. Can I just make this the default somehow? Duplicate? No. I think I'll just revert it. To how it used to be. For now. So something I want to try is reduce the specular on this too, so it doesn't reflect, like it's more matte as a color. Hey Arch, I've never played Raft actually, so I'm not sure. This is almost too dark. Yeah, you can't even see him. What's the, is it 0.5? I think so. Oh yeah, I can check that here. Yeah, 0.5. All the ground into the same. Lag spikes is not going to be a problem if we keep it this dark, I think. So, for example, if the darkness hurts. How do I measure how much light the player has on it? Make the darkness hurt. Godot measure light. Detect light levels. Light sensor. It's an asset.
I'm a fan of stealth games, like Looking Glass Studios' classic Thief series. I've also been playing the fan-made spiritual successor, the Dark Mod, recently. Hiding in the shadows and avoiding brightly lit areas is a core mechanic in these games. I always wondered how these games detected whether you are in light or in shadow. Turns out that creating a light detection system similar to these games is very simple in the Godot engine. While the technique should work in Godot 3, I'll be working with Godot 4 for this one. Let's get to it. To start, I looked into how the light detection works in both the original Thief games and in the more modern The Dark Mod. This is what I found. Thief 1 and 2 feature baked static lighting. When creating the maps, the editor tools generate light map textures covering all the surfaces of the level. During gameplay, a ray is cast at the floor beneath the player's feet, and the brightness of the light map texture at that position is checked. The main issue with this approach is that it doesn't work if no light map textures are used, and all lighting is dynamic. The Dark Mod features fully dynamic lighting, and it provides an example of how to detect light levels in this type of game. The game uses a separate camera that captures an image of an octahedron at the player's position from above and below, then calculates the brightness of those images to determine how well lit the player's position is. The benefit of this approach is that no matter how the game's lighting changes, the light level will always match what the player visually sees, as it uses the same rendering pipeline. There is some performance cost to rendering multiple camera views. The light level can be calculated periodically, and the results interpolated for optimization. There is one other approach using raycasting. You do raycasts from nearby light sources to check which have a line of sight to the player and how far they are.
That's going to be expensive.
The issue with the raycast approach is that it's difficult to make it match the actual lighting in the game. Transparent textures, other sources of light like global illumination, and mismatched collision and rendering meshes would all have to be manually accounted for. The approach I'm going to show you is similar to the one in the Dark Mod, since it's very flexible and simple to set up. Here's a Thief-inspired level I'm going to be using. I have some basic geometry made using CSG nodes, a night environment, a few torches, and a bright spotlight in the middle. I'm also using the nice new volumetric fog in Godot 4. The materials I made
Wait, how do you use
Material Maker.
volumetric fog?
I'm also using the nice new
Oh, I want to use that. Wait, now it's lighter. The fog needs to be black, I guess. Yeah, this is better. Can I make it stronger? If you mean like if the player is in darkness and you want him to receive damage, then I think you can make like a box where if the player enters, the light becomes dark. Yeah, something like that. But this seems, I'm gonna try this method out. Okay, we see here that there is actually a fog now to this light source. We barely see the eyes, but as they come closer, they become brighter. Yeah. So there is a fog. Nice. That's cool. Add all. Yeah, donuts are great.
Volumetric fog in Godot 4. The materials I made using Material Maker. Let's go over
Material
I'm
Maker.
also using the nice new volumetric fog in Godot 4. The materials I made using Material Maker. Let's go over my player setup. My player scene is a character body 3D with a capsule collision shape 3D and a camera 3D with an eye level view. The script is based on the included script template for character body 3D. I've added the logic for mouse look using these bits of code in the ready, process, and input functions. I also made new input actions for the controls. This isn't a tutorial on first-person control.
Make a PlayStation 1 game and you'll play it. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Controllers, so I'm just quickly showing this. Now to the light detection part of the player. I have a sub-viewport node, and inside that a node 3D containing a camera. This is where the light detecting camera and optionally any meshes you want to use go. You can use render layers to control what meshes render on each camera. Every viewport automatically renders using the first child camera it has. So the main viewport of my game will be using the player's first-person camera, and the sub-viewport will be using the light detection camera. I added these 3 control nodes just to visualize the different parts of the light detection process. Inside the player script, the main light detection logic is 700
megabytes. That's pretty much. If you mean that's what you have for in PlayStation 1.
Inside the process function. Every frame I update the global position of the light detection node 3D to match the player's global position. I get the viewport texture rendered on the sub-viewport and displayed on the texture rect. I calculate the average color of the viewport texture using a new method. This method converts the texture to an image, resizes that image to 1 by 1 pixel, and then reads the color of that 1 pixel as the average result. I'm using the slowest and highest quality interpolation mode for the resizing, but that probably isn't necessary. Now that I have the average color, I'm using that on the color.
So he's basically transforming the picture from the light detection camera into a 1 by 1 pixel light map. And then from that, calculating how much light or darkness there is in that position.
Correct. And using the luminance value of that color to drive the light level meter. This luminance value is what you would use as the level of light for your game's stealth system. One additional thing I'm doing with this method is setting the sub-viewport to render using the debug throw mode for displaying lighting only. That's done with this line in the ready function. This is the same lighting only mode available in the editor.
What?
Here are the results.
Lighting only
You can
mode.
see in the lower right corner what the light detection camera is seeing, in the lower left corner what the average color is, and in the lower middle an example of how a UI element might display the light level. This simple version of the light
This is so
detection
cool.
works fine in this scene, where I'm mostly concerned about the light level on the ground beneath the player. To take this further, you could use 2 viewports and 2 cameras with an octahedron to replicate the dark mode system.
Dude, this is so
To
cool.
optimize this, you might want to make the light detection happen periodically with a timer, instead of every single frame. You could interpolate the periodic results over time to have a smooth animation in your light level meter. You could also try lowering the resolution and quality settings of the sub-viewport, if performance becomes an issue. This video showed a basic implementation of this light detection technique, but hopefully you found it helpful and know where to go from here if you want to build something a bit more advanced. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe to support us in making more content like this, and thank you for watching.
He deserves a like for sure. And a subscribe. Game Dev Compass. This is the video. What? For the future, I think making an ocean that you have to go in to get more valuable resources, assuming there's going to be crafting, because light can't travel that well through water, so I think it fits. Yeah, that's a very good idea, actually. Yeah, the idea is that there will be some crafting and some building. That's a really good idea. Thank you. Forest night environment.
Hey, in this Godot 4 tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this low-res forest environment with a campfire, a starry sky, and some trees and foliage that sway a little bit in the wind. And we're going to make this entire scene using free and open source tools like Krita, Lighter, and Blender. So if you don't have any of those tools, I'll have links for.
Okay, this is stuff I'm gonna have to learn also. But okay, for now, let's try to implement. Can I do like save? Yeah. Watch later.
I'm a fan of stealth games, like Looking Glass Studios as will be using the light detection camera.
Sources. Nothing's forum, the dark mod. Oh, okay. Game dev compass, light detection. He had a fully transparent player though. So I guess what I need to do is add a... What did he calculate it on? He had some viewport. Viewport. Sub-viewport, get texture. Yeah. Be right back. All right. It actually works. The mic. No. It causes lag. Yeah, now the FPS goes down. It happens after I mute and unmute the mic for some reason. It's good right now? Okay. For me, it's lagging though, even in Godot. Okay, so what did he use? Mesh, light detection, camera. He had all of it there. Guess for this body, can we show it on visual instance? Yeah, so now it's not visible. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to be in different visual layers. Can I change the layer here? Azimuth. What is that? Transform. View. Is the light detection the most difficult part right now? I don't know. I'm taking it like one problem at a time. The second thing is gonna be to have the monsters be attracted by light. But I think that's gonna be on like an object by object level. So like if there is a light source, the monsters go for it and attack it or something. I think that's gonna be easier. I'm gonna have to fix this lag. So OBS might crash now. Test. Okay, this is better. Yeah, it should come back up now. Okay, it's back. Cool, thanks. There we go. Yeah, now it's better. All right. Let's just do a node. We can call it light sensor. And then a mesh instance below it. I wish I could select which layer I want to view here. Yeah, like an octahedron. I don't even know what that is. Is that like an 8? Like a cube? Or like not a cube, but something with 8 corners? No, but a cube has 8 corners. Right, let's do this for now. Camera. And he had a viewport. Sub viewport. It's a shape with 8 faces. Okay, and this has 6 faces. So going to be a day and night cycle? I don't know, maybe. Maybe, that could make sense. Could make it more interesting. So I guess what we're building now is the night cycle in that case, or like the night part of it. Viewport, sub viewport. So now we can see it. Okay. And then can we connect the camera to it or what? Oh yeah, we could. Cool. So this camera, move it up, then rotate it down. I think this doesn't have to be perfect, but shouldn't be too bad either. Transform, so what should it be, 90 degrees? Yeah. So what do we have in the viewport now? Oh, it's the wrong direction. Should be minus 90 then. Maybe it should go even closer. So we just see this thing. Like that, maybe. Yeah, this is better. I think the mesh is not in a perfect position. Or the rotation isn't perfect. There's something that is a bit off. Oops. Minus 35. Minus 35. 35. No. 45. This looks even. Somewhat even representation for every face. All right. And then let's transform the viewport. Wait, can I make it? What happens if I scale this down? Yeah, I can scale it down already here. What if I do 1 by 1? 1? No, I can't do 1 by 1. 2 by 2. 3 by 3. Now they get 3 each. 3 pixels each for every side. That's good. Okay, so can we feel like it's almost done? Yeah. One problem though is this. I wonder we're gonna have to change the layers because now what happens? Yeah. So can I make this camera just view on a certain layer? What is cull mask? Yeah, layers are rendered by this camera. So I just want layer. Oh. Can I reset all? Okay. Just want layer 20. And this should be on layer 20. Okay, what about now? Yeah, okay, cool, that works, nice. So then in the player, let's try to print some value. So we should do sub viewport. We should call this the light sensor. Get light level. Get child. Should probably do that up here. Light sensor. Light sensor equals get child. No, get node light sensor. And then what did he do? You can get a texture. Oh, we can get the average color. Get luminance. Okay, get average color, get luminance. Texture. Our texture equals get. This code should probably live on the light sensor itself, to be honest. So ideally, we can just do light sensor dot get light level. Hey, what's up, MD? And let's print this for now on every frame. Get light level. Wait, this should be enough actually. Light sensor, get light level. Get light level. And in here, let's do get texture. var texture equals get. And then get luminance. Tint the progress texture. Okay. So we just return color that get luminance. Luminance. So what's wrong with this? Get average color not found. So, oh, he has a separate function for that. So it's not built into Godot. Texture get image. Resize. Are the monsters going to take damage when exposed to light? Yeah, I thought about that. Possibly. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Okay, so that's how we get the average color. So why do we, from a texture? Okay, sure. Image.resize 1 and what can we do here? Resize. But he gave a third methods. Okay, maybe I don't have to give one. These bots, man. At least I'm getting some practice on timing out people. I'm just shamelessly ripping off his solution here. Get pixel 0, 0. Okay, so that's the color then. Also, pixel is a color, of course. Okay. We're gonna get that color back, and then we get the luminance. All right, so let's try. Oh, it's not following us. Look. Okay. I might want to show it. Am I only moving the body? I'm not moving the player, am I? Really? And my camera shouldn't see layer 20. I don't know what the scam is. I didn't have time to see it either. So then I think it's a good idea to make a monster that doesn't take damage because the player can just surround their base in light. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I thought about that too. Like if you're creating light and you get attacked by these like darkness monsters, there should be something else that hurts them. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Okay, now we don't see that mesh. But it's odd that it's not moving with us. So how did he get this to show up? How did he get that viewport to show up on the screen? Oh, he just created a texture rectangle, color rectangle. The motive is simple. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. It can always be made more complicated if needed. I just feel like there should be some motivation to do stuff, and I there wasn't any. Yeah, so I think here should be able to add on this viewport. Viewport container. Can I do that? Oh, it needs a viewport as a child. No, can't do that. I'll have to I'll have to dynamically find it, I think. We need to find the player. So it's not going to be there at the start, but it's going to be there later. If if get node, we need to go up one level and then go down one. Maybe the monsters could like form in groups, because just like 10 centimeters of dark isn't that bad. The monster could group up to make bigger shadows, and the bigger they are, the more perks they get. Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe they come with some anti-light, like a dark light or something surrounding them. Characters dot get children. So let's see if I don't even know if it works like this. Player in, no, we can just get any. If len is above 0, then our players equals this. It's above 0, then texture, and we'll take the texture from the player, and that's gonna be on player.light sensor. Get child, no, get node. Someone that breaks light for a small time but doesn't break the light source. Yeah. Get texture. So what does this do? Does that work? Oh, it's covered by something. Let's move it. Let's move it to, wait. What? Can I like, oh, here are the presets. Okay. And then align with expand. Okay. What about now? Okay, so there is a picture. Looks like it. And yes, it's always 0. Why? Does the light maybe bounce on a different layer or something? What's up here? Yeah, it's just the navigation map. It's something else. Yeah, it could be that it's underground. I let my I'll let my camera see it again. Is it possible to see the cameras? This is not working. It's also causing a lot of lag, actually. Okay, let's see how he did it.
I added these 3 control nodes just to visualize the different parts of the light detection process. Inside the player script, the main light detection logic is inside the process function. Every frame I update the global position of the light detection node 3D to match the player's global position.
Oh, this piece. Make the light detection follow the player. That doesn't happen automatically. So light detection.
I get the view.
And what does he call light detection here? Like, where does he define? Okay, so it is the actual node. All right. Guess we can give this its own script as well. What's up, Bob? Why did you retract your message? I'm sure you're cool. Hello guys, I'm Bob and I'm cool. Hey Bob. Load. No. I don't want this one. I want a new one. Sensor node 3D. We accept you, Bob. Yeah. Create. And here let's do position equals get node. And then we go up 2 steps. Dot global position. Yeah, that's a really good question, Arch. Like if there will be physics, so like if a structure is too weak that it will fall down. Yes, I think that would be awesome. I want to make that happen. Okay, good. Now this is following us. But for some reason... And this gives it light, yeah. And now it's very dark. But it's still lit up by our own light. I think that should not happen. Actually, let's do something. Let's do a test here. Let's check. If I do host and check the remote and then check the viewport, what does that look like? Is it black? Oh, 1. I said player, but this is 1. So we don't see anything here. But I did in local. Hmm. Could it be that something is wrong with the calculation? Is it possible to print a... I think we can. Maybe texture is not going to give us much though. Maybe the resize doesn't work properly. Didn't really understand how it detects it, but maybe it's because it's detecting its own darkness. Like how it detects it is yeah, it's just black. So it's like it's a second camera. Or like how it's supposed to work is that there are now 2 cameras. So this camera here is just taking a picture down on this this cube, a very low resolution picture, and then we take the average color of that to find how light or dark it is, and then we have like a mathematical number that we can use. We basically transform it into a number. But it's not doing what I want it to do. Let's try here to do whatever he did here. Maybe I need to provide it with a resizing algorithm. No. All right, let's just show the texture, by the way, because now I'm just showing... What am I showing, actually? No, it's on this thing itself. Yeah, we just do get texture. Let's print something here if this actually works. Print found a texture. Yeah. Maybe the light is not on the same layer or something. If I understood correctly, the other camera for light detection ignores every layer except for that cube. Yeah, the light layer, exactly. Maybe. Let's check the light sources we have. If maybe they are omitting light on just a few layers. Cull mask. Yeah, it's doing it for all of them. Okay, I'll try once to have that camera pick up everything. Let's see what happens then. I guess, yeah, the player is on layer 1, right? Still nothing. Okay. I want to see something. Okay. So we're getting something now. So it seems to work. The camera seems to work. Yeah, that's a good idea. should delete this environment. Clear. Yeah, now the camera picks up everything. But you know, even in the 3D thing here, it already works. I wonder what kind of light we get here. Why does that look like the old monster? So where, at what height is the player light source? Yeah, it's up there, so it should definitely give it light. Oh wait, visual instance. Could this be it? No. Visual instance. It's showing the sub viewport, the black triangle. Be right back. Hey, hey. Been streaming for 100 minutes now. Nice. This doesn't seem to affect the viewport. Why? This is interesting.
Position. I get the viewport texture rendered on the sub-viewport and displayed on the texture rect.
Oh yeah, that's a very good question. Like if there's going to be an end goal, like in Minecraft, it's beating the Ender Dragon. I guess there should be like a final boss or something. Maybe some milestones, like you get some... there are some bosses or something and you need to get to them on the, like find them on the map or something. And then there's a final boss for which to beat it you kind of need to do all the stuff before it to be strong enough or something. Something like that. That's far off though at the moment.
I calculate the node, and inside that a node 3D containing a camera. This is where the light detecting camera and optionally any meshes you want to use go. You can use render layers to control what meshes render on each camera. Every viewport automatically renders using the first child camera it has, so the main viewport of my game will be using the player's first-person camera, and the sub-viewport will be using the light detection camera. I added these 3 control nodes just to visualize the different parts of the light detection process. Inside the player script, the main light detection logic is inside the process function. The included script template for character body, 2 torches, and a bright spotlight in the middle. I'm also
This looks
using
so
the
good
nice new volumetric.
with the light effects he
I've
has.
added this is where the light detecting camera,
Like the
volumetric fog in Godot 4. The
how like
materials
when the
I made
light goes
using
down you
material
kind of
maker.
see the light breaking in the fog.
High-level view of code in the ready process. I have a sub-viewport node, and inside that a node 3D containing a camera. This is where the light detecting camera and optionally any meshes you want to use go. You can use render layers to control what meshes render on each camera. Every viewport automatically renders using the first child camera it has, so the main viewport of my game will be using the player's first-person camera, and the sub-viewport will be using the light detection camera. I added these 3 control nodes just to visualize the different parts of the light detection process. Inside the player script, the main light detection logic is inside the process
I mean, he's
function.
doing exactly what I'm doing. Okay, what if I make the player body invisible? Will that make a difference? Don't think so. Oh yeah, wait. It doesn't make a difference. I have actually never finished Minecraft. I've just played it for a couple hours. Okay, actually, let's try something. Let's add back some light in the world environment just for this test. So let's give the world some ambient light. Okay, no, that didn't give us any ambient light. Sky, new sky. Sky material. Uh, why is there no light? Oh, okay, so now there is some sort of light. So it does pick it up. How can we make this the light not be ambient, but like with the sun? Add sun to Godot 4. With shadows to Godot 4. .3D. What's up? Why is there no sun? What is that black disc in the monsters? It's supposed to look like a mouth or something like that. Wait. Whoa. Is this because I selected keep here somewhere? Okay, I'll just reset this for now. New sky. I'm focusing on the light sensor, but I'm thinking the sun could help me debug it. Not understanding why this started looking like this. It's weird. Some setting is off. Oh, there it is. Keep. Sky. Clear color. Hello, hello. Yeah, maybe it's not updating, you're right. But voxels are. I mean, I have a high level idea. Why? Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's not updating. But it should.
In Godot 4, the directional light 3D node is a type of light 3D node and is the most basic light type for 3D game development.
Oh, directional light. Let's try that. Not really following which direction, like what will this look like? Oh, okay. So this is actually being picked up. So we can see that now. It's getting some... It's not rotating with the player. Maybe we can have it rotate with the player as well. No, that's not important. But okay, so it actually does pick this up. And let's test if it's updating by doing remote environment and then kill it. And it was updated. So it's not about the updating. It's something else. Call mask. What if I do this? Will it have something similar to mods or command blocks? What are command blocks in Minecraft? I was thinking of allowing mods. Like make it easy to mod. Is that what you mean by freedom? Okay, so the call mask, that's what decides if we're getting the light or not. Okay. So, oops. So this should update, but it doesn't. So let's go to the torch. Oh, this just keeps printing stuff. Let's stop that printing. I think this is executed on the light sensor. We're printing there. We're also printing in the player script. Oops. Oh, does it not execute? Oh, it does. Right. By command blocks, I mean you can use them to execute commands automatically. So if you had a command like give that player coal to, then a command block could automate that. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that sounds good. So you can make the repetitive stuff, the stuff that you want to get rid of, like that you want to automate, should probably be possible to automate, I think. There's no reason to make it boring. Or like have the player do stuff manually that they don't want to. It's like it doesn't accept Omnilight for some reason. Like now I removed 20, so now I can see that it doesn't get it. But giving back 20, now we see that it gets it again. But for some reason the camera doesn't pick it up. It's like, why? Oh, is it lagging? Hmm. Is it better now? Maybe I should set some max DPS. Max FPS. Debug. No, it's not there. I know I've seen it. Maybe it's on advanced. Yeah, we're showing advanced setting. Run. Application. Rendering. Yeah, this is 6 years ago. So let's do Godot 4. Application run. Max FPS. Oh, okay. This should be a bit better for streaming at the same time. Encoding overloaded. So why does the light... So the light hits it. The torchlight. We can see that. The viewport won't pick it up. I'm starting to lose. I'm out of ideas now. Is the game going to be free? I don't think so. Probably not. Let's try ChatGPT once. Yeah, it's a good idea. Is this GPT 4.0? Oh yeah, it is. Godot 4, I have a sub viewport that is supposed to pick up light and sense a certain mesh. See in the world that this mesh gets light from a torch from an omnilight source. From the player's camera, but the viewport's camera doesn't pick up the light. Do you have any idea why? Render priority, yeah, what about, maybe it's just in a different order or something. Spawned player flying away. Yeah, I still haven't solved that issue. That was, it might still happen. Or yeah, I just had to put the players on different layers, I think. But they just spawn in the same position, and then the other one was just like flying away, and yeah. I had to put them in different layers so they can't collide. What is it? Try raising the light sensor up. Yeah. Could do that. Nope. That light source works. What if I move the camera further up? Or what if I move the camera out so it's like on the ground once? So then it's just black. And wherever I put this doesn't make a difference. Okay, this is one of the most difficult bugs so far. Oh, wait. Could it be that the light is sending at layer 1 and 20 and then it ignores 1? What if I try to just send this on everything but 20? It's lagging really bad again. How can my computer lag from this? No, it's facing the cube. I mean, now it's okay, yeah. True. Let's reset the position. Oops, now it's in the floor under everything. Right, what if I remove everything? My camera sees still that this gets light. The weird thing is that the directional light works. Dynamic. What other types of lights could we add? Maybe. I don't think it should matter, right? But no, it really shouldn't matter. update mode always. No. Hmm. What kind of other light sources can we give? What about a spotlight? Let's see if that can be picked up. Let's give it a color so we can see it. Oh, wait. Light, cull, yeah. It's not working. It will respond if I remove all of the light. Yeah, it does, right? Like if I remove the directional light, I think it's not just gonna be black. Or okay, gray. And if I remove the sky color, the sky, I make these all black. I think it's gonna be, yeah. It's so weird. I don't know, maybe I should just restart Godot once. Maybe it's bugged. Be right back. Yeah, imagine if that would fix it. tree appears to be invalid corrupt. Really? Okay, let's I mean, this is kind of fun solving these kind of things, but at some point it's like, okay, I just want to move on to the next one. It's here. Okay. Does something need to be called to like update the sub viewport or something? Have you determined that it isn't the script's fault? No, not really. Doesn't create a window. Needs to be assigned to a viewport texture. Oh, update mode. Render target update mode. Oh, it's always. Okay, what if I just try to create another one? Or it's moving around with us. And from here, calling. Does it detect light if the light source isn't included in it? Try storing torches in. Yeah, could try that. Get texture. No, it doesn't even detect. Doesn't even detect it here. I'm sure, like usual, it's like a really stupid bug. Some setting somewhere. I keep getting encoding overloaded in OBS. I tried these things, but it didn't work. Just Omni light and light doesn't work with this. Viewport. Yeah, worst case is having to remake the light system, you're right. Ensure their energy, but I can see it, that's the thing. Yeah, let's try adding it to a sub-viewport container once. Oh, by the way, OBS encoding overloaded. Oh. No, the player is invisible, so that shouldn't be the problem. Right? Wait. Why is this cube still here when the player is made invisible? It's because, okay, let's create a sub viewport here. Sub viewport container. Right. This has to go up 2 steps now. Sub viewport container. Slash. Oh, view port container. Yeah, same thing. Even though we see it's getting light. So it's not that. In-game purchases for the game? Nah, I don't think so. No. At most like cosmetics, but no like pay to win. No pay to win. Let's put it there. Maybe I need to take a walk. Maybe that will help to come up with a solution to this. It's such a good idea to get the light level through this method. We're there, I can like smell it. It's just one thing that has to change or something. Let's experiment with like a new OmniLight. Let's make the player invisible. Could use your other method with the box. What is that? Like here. There should be different colors on the sides now. We see that here, but it's not shown on the light sensor. well, there. Mm. I think you could make like a box. If the player enters, the light becomes dark. Oh, you mean like a safe area around the lights? I guess you could do that, but then it wouldn't take into account reflections and everything. It would be difficult to get that. This must be a bug. Okay, what if I try to do it from the beginning? Let's remove this whole thing. Sub viewport. And in here we put a mesh instance. Put a node 3D. And we put a camera 3D. Okay, this works. This actually works. Yeah, me too. But this seems to actually pick up the light. Yeah. So if we then make this into a box mesh, rotate it by 35. Where did it go? Oh, position, rotation 35 minus 35 and 45. I think that was it. And then the camera. So look in the sub viewport, it does pick up different light sources, as it should. That's promising. Minus 90. And then let's put them at the same. 2, -2 for now. 2. Oops. Oh no, not Y. -2, 0. Camera, let's zoom it in a bit. That's good. 3 by 3. What? Why? Okay, let's just keep it as it is. That's fine. Let's try this. Yeah, but that's how it is. That's how these sessions usually go. Okay, this works. So this actually picks up the light. Cool. And now I want to make it move with the player and be on a different layer. So let's make it into a different layer first. Still seems to work. To be honest, I don't really know how long the stream has been going now either. And then let's move this all back to 0, 0. Yeah, still works. Hmm. I think it might have been solved. Yeah. No, it's not. So it's something about the script then, is it? Okay, be right back. All right, I'm back. Something happened there. So what if I remove the script? Will that solve it? Yeah, it did. No, it doesn't. So it doesn't get any light now from the torch. So it gets light from the player though, which is good. But let's check the torch. What are the latest settings? Should work. Not sure why it didn't. Hmm. Does it need to be visible in that layer too? It does. Now that seems to work. Okay. Why does it not update until I go there? Like if I remove all of them. There is light. But no. Doesn't pick it up. So if I pick up layer 1 with the camera, then it picks the light up. Why does it matter though? If the torch is lighting it up on 1 and 1, maybe it's something with the material. Could that be it? The mesh. Material. Does that also have a visibility layer? No, but maybe it helps. I don't know. Okay, let's remove layer 1. And now it's dark. Even though this is actually giving light in other layers. Okay, what if I remove this? Just give it to 20. Then it works. Or does it? Yeah, it does. And then I move that back. Still seems to work. Okay, still seems to work. No, it's not updating correctly. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm gonna try not to give up. Take care, man. Maybe it only has to be visible in one, honestly. Projector. Ah, pretty cool with the shadow. Nice.
Here's a thief-inspired level I'm going to be using. I have some basic geometry made using CSG nodes, a night environment, a few torches, and a bright spotlight in the middle. I'm also using the nice new volumetric fog in Godot 4. The materials I made using Material Maker. Let's go over my player setup. My player scene is a character body 3D with a capsule collision shape 3D and a camera 3D with an eye level view. The script is based on the included script template for character body 3D and input functions. I also made new input action code in the ready, process, and input functions. I also made new input actions for the controls. This isn't a tutorial on first-person controllers, so I'm just quickly showing this. Now to the light detection part of the player. I have a sub-viewport node, and inside that a node 3D containing a camera. This is where the light detecting camera and optionally any meshes you want to use go. You can use render layers to control what meshes render on each camera. Every viewport automatically renders using the first child camera it has, so the main viewport of my game will be using the player's first-person camera, and the sub-viewport will be using the light detection.
Maybe the problem is that I'm consuming the light in the player's camera or something. Load. This is cool. Shadow effects. It's moving along with us. Then the player's light should not go on 20. And then the player's camera should not see 20. And then this camera should only see 20. All right, let's push this and status git add all, commit light sensor still not working. All right, let's take a break from that. I want to check out Material Maker that he mentioned. Oh, based on the Godot engine. Cool. Wow, this looks great. I want to try this. Ground foliage looks nice. Okay.
In this tutorial, I'll give you an overview of the interface of Material Maker 0.94 and the basics of material creation, and we'll finish up by creating this simple material and exporting it to a game engine. Material Maker has export templates for Godot, Unity, and Unreal built in, and you can easily export textures in other configurations as needed. We'll be using Godot at the end of this video. Material Maker can be used both for generating tileable PBR textures and for texturing models with PBR textures. In this video, we'll be sticking with the material generation side of things.
You can try to use the default one. That's better. At least it will not crash then. I think.
You can also use the control scroll wheel to zoom, and you can use the middle mouse button to pan around to look at the different nodes. Additionally, down here we have 2 buttons, and I'll show you what they do a bit later. Here we have the library panel, which contains all the different nodes you can add into your graph. You can just take any node and drag it into your graph. It's separated into different categories, and you can also use the filter up here to search it and clear it here. You can also get the same view by right-clicking anywhere in the graph or by dragging from a node to find the different available nodes to connect it to. Next up we have the 2D preview, which will show the currently selected node's main output. This view can also be panned around with the middle mouse button and zoomed with the scroll wheel. You can also right-click to reset the view, change the axis, which is these corners. You can export, basically save out a file copy of this view, and you can send a copy of this to the reference panel, which we will look at in a minute. Additionally, one of these 2 buttons is...
Yeah, this sounds cool. What does these things mean? CC0. Grass clumps. How can I use that material? I want to try it once. Show it in download folder. Okay, ptex cannot use. Documentation. How do I exporting Godot .tres file? Oh, okay. So this is a maybe I need to have Material Maker to be able to open that. Damage file. Let's go for that. Load. Oh, is it in users? Downloads. Whoa, this looks big. How big is this? It's like gigabytes. What the heck? Okay, how do I export this? Export material. Standard, maybe? Users, no, downloads. And it was called like grass material. Yeah, I'm closing this. This was too heavy. Okay, something is up with it. All right, I'm gonna take a little break. And hopefully I'll be able to solve the light sensor thing later. Thanks for tuning in. See you all later. Bye-bye.